Hello guys, welcome to my new video on this channel. I wanna talk about my past trades on Bitcoin. I was taking two longs, one was on Friday and second one today on Monday. So let me zoom in. You can see Friday long was a huge risk to reward ratio. It really paid off, so that's why I'm making video. You can see 12 risk to reward. So it was a huge trade. I covered here for take profit 1 and then I let it run and I closed fully here at the futures open. We will go over the reasons, and second trade was today. You can view it as adding, but I closed the first long and then I initiated a new one. This area was actually better, but I was sleeping, so I couldn't participate in this. But never mind, we got this long, so I will show you the trades. So this is today long, so Monday long. You can see I was stopped out on the first attempt, but then I re-entered and I caught the move. And you can see why the huge risk to reward is very juicy, because even if you lose the first trade, then you easily re-enter if you know there is a good risk to reward, and then it pay off. Okay, so this is the second trade, and this is the first trade. So I took a long on Friday, covered initially, take profit 1, and then I was greedy and let it run and closed here. And this was today's adding. It was not perfect, but trading is not perfect, and if you enter here and put stop loss there, you have a huge risk to reward even if you cover all the way up. So very juicy. So let's see the reasons I had. Yeah, so first of all, Friday long, we got a huge demand here on the Binance futures. You can see 1000 bitcoins tagged in this area, so you can easily long it and put stop loss behind for 0.30%, and you can see it's huge risk to reward. Yeah, like this. You have 0.3% to almost 4%, yeah, even more if you are not greedy. So very good. So the first reason was strong perp demand. Then we can check spot. There was also bidders here, so you can see 200 bitcoins filled right here, and then another spot while protecting just 40 bitcoins, but this exhausted market a bit, and this was the last kiss before the move. And you can see how the spot buyers on Binance were putting the buy walls below the price as we were approaching and changing the market structure, approaching the high and changing the market structure. And they were defending the low. So you can also long here. This is also good region, like last kiss before the rally starts. This was a shorts covering mainly, so very good. We anticipated that there are a lot of shorts and we have potential to squeeze them. So order book support was here, and then liquidity. You can see there was a huge liquidity node that was ran, starting here, ending here. So we took like 3% of liquidity and then we reversed. So this was good confluence with the order books, definitely. Then positioning, this is the range from Friday. So we got huge open increase. You can see 8k bitcoins. Yeah, it's here, 8k bitcoins, 10k. And you can I will mark the range for you. So this is the range we were trading. Okay, just to make it more precise. Okay, so you can see on Friday long there was a huge open interest increase. It was about 50%, we can say. If we do it like this, it was above 50% of the open interest range, which is measured from this range. And futures were going down, CVD, so it was people shorting, but actually there were also a lot of longs and shorts, because you can see if I go on smaller time frame, open interest was increasing, but the delta not much, decreasing. Then it started to decrease. Open interest was flat, so it was shorts opening and longs closing, and then it was longs opening and shorts opening. You can see here it was like muted. Then we squeezed the longs here. You can see no delta. So delta did round trip futures, and CVD, open interest was up. So CVD neutral flat and open interest increasing. We left the range with the shorts, so then we squeezed them. First we changed market structure, and then we retested the trapped shorts, and boom, we squeezed them. So very good setup. So many things were aligned here. Textbook. On EXO, if I pull out this quickly, you can see here was the long. So this was the TPOC from daily TPO, so it was a clear intraday demand. Another confluence with the liquidity with the order books, very strong. Positioning on the side with the CVD and open interest. And the rest is history. So after we bounce off the support, you can see here the open interest starts to decline and the CVD going up, so shorts were getting destroyed. Here we did the round trip of the open interest in this region. First open interest round trip, it was Friday night, then the close came in, and this was the Saturday, so very low volatility. But after the squeeze, the market, I was expecting market to range, because we have already a lot of shorts and there is not much OE in the system, so not the high volatility. But then you can see in the Saturday there was a huge demand on the futures market at Binance. 4.3k bitcoins, so hundreds of millions were waiting to be filled here, but the volume through the weekend was very low, so they couldn't be filled, and the move continued higher. So that was the reason I was postponing my take profit. Also, this perp demands showed up after we created this range after the monster squeeze, and it was a huge move, 3% move, so it's very good from this demand. You can put very tight stop loss behind them and protect your entry. So this is all played out, and then you have a reason to postpone your take profit into another area. Then we got Sunday, we went into the demand, huge cluster above 1k bitcoins, I think, yeah, something above. And then we got a pullback. I was still waiting. I could take profit here definitely in this huge supply zone, but I was still waiting for the futures open. And then market started pumping into the futures open. You can see futures open, boom, pump, and then we started slowly declining, and I wanted to go to sleep, so I take profit because there were some bitcoins still like 800, 900, still huge barrier. And then through the Asia we filled them, exhausted market, and dumped. Then I woke up and I was starting to find a new position for longs, but market front ran me before the New York Open, and then we got a pullback. So I loaded second time here. I got stopped out initially, and then I re-entered in this region, and you can see very good risk to reward ratio if you know what to expect. So this was the thinking. Binance spot, it was very empty. You can see not much edge here, but here also a spot vol, not big, but some size was there. So this was also another confluence to take profit, at least because I was waiting for pullback, you know, new week open, new trades, new opportunities. So we got a squeeze. Yeah, there was a dead OI because not much volume, weekend, dead, and then we started to build a new open interest with delta coming in. So you can see like there were some absorptions, also nice open increase. It was very huge because it was through the weekend, so this is not normal. Like a lot of bitcoins opened at the weekend. CVD going up, a lot of longs, and you can see like CVD is going more up than price, so they were absorbed due to these perp vols on Binance. So there were definitely warning signs to take profit here. Then we got pullback, then I take profit fully, and then futures opened and we dumped. Here you can see nice open interest round trip after the futures close. So this was very juicy long, but I was sleeping, so it is what it is. Delta almost also did a round trip, but it was like bullish CVD. We went below the lows and CVD went higher, and open interest were flat, so we wrecked everyone. So who is left to be wrecked? Like shorts, because longs were wrecked. So we started wrecking shorts, and then I positioned myself here because also we got spot round trip. Here was a huge spot seller on Binance. You can see it here, like this was the main reason I was taking profit here, because I didn't know if this week is coming on futures or not, but there was a huge reason to book profit because of possibility of pullback, and it played out. So this was very exhaustive on Binance spot, this anomaly. By the way, market tends to feel these anomalies most of the times, so we might trending higher, but then at the end of the day we might feel this weak because on other exchanges there were no this week, so the price was not traded that low. It means market will want to participate in these prices in future, because only Binance spot got this price 63,100. So nice round trips, we talked about that. Okay, and then you can see we got the round trip of OI, and then the new OI started coming in with the longs, and we pumped. So now we have a lot of longs in the system, but the shorts started to close again. You can see actually price is not much, OI is not much pumping on this increase of CVD. So this is also some shorts are covering, and huge OI increase right here with delta going down, so a lot of shorts opened here. You can view it as support. And also here a lot of shorts opened, So this is a lot of shorts opening, because if you zoom in you can see it going up, but oh, it was going before and after. So that shorts started to close and book profit right here when they opened, so they may provide a bounce for us. They are pushing price up, but it's absorbed for now. So yeah, this was the reasons I took the long. From liquidity perspective, here I was closing this long, so there was also a nice confluence here. Like we had the liquidity, but we didn't fully run it, but still huge pairs were preventing to fill the liquidity. Then we got a pullback, and the rest is history. Today I was targeting mainly this liquidity that was not filled, because due to the perps I was expecting a retrace before the sweep of the liquidity, and it played out. Now I'm targeting the next highs. You can see from higher time frame perspective we are at the big range val. So once we get the acceptance here, market will go into inefficiency. There is nothing literally, and it gets squeezed to the VAH, and we can rotate this big range and start ranging here. But first we need to accept the VAL. So it was the logic that we are getting acceptance into the VAL, because we are rejecting, creating equal highs each time. Yeah, you can see here we created equal highs, we took it, then we pull back, continuation, another equal highs, we took it. So this was the reason for the long to target these highs. I was closing at the Sunday because of low volatility and huge order books on the supply side. I forget to mention one thing. On Friday long, actually there was a delta round trip locally at this region. Open interest was up, so a lot of shorts and longs, but longs got destroyed in this leg. You can see, yeah, because in this point is going open interest up and delta down, and now is open interest up and delta neutral in this point, so a lot of shorts. And on higher time frame you can see a bullish div. Like here we are closer to the lows than here, so delta is not following the price, so not much sellers at the support. So this was also the reason for the bounce and local round trip with the open interest fuel into the daily demand. This was the easier long, and this was the tricky one, because we were trading in this smaller range from the Friday and weekend, so it was a bit trickier, but still pretty solid trades during the summer. Very good volatility. So this is it. I can go over exo one more things. You can see we left on Friday long. I was targeting also this TPO, but the thing was the demand ruined the party, and we could go deeper, and I didn't want to round trip because I was very greedy all the way up. So here we get the TPO naked TPOC. From 5 minute session template we can see same thing. Here was a naked TPOC and VPOC from London. Then we swept below the London lows on New York Open, and it was the final low of the day. Here also TPOC on New York with the vols the region for take profit. And today I longed the London point of control on after the New York Open. And I was trying to play like trending day, and it played out. And you have very good chance you sweep either the London low or London high. So I was targeting the London high because we didn't take it. So stats played out pretty nicely here. Weekly template, we have a naked volume control. And I was also waiting today to take the previous weekly val, but it never happened. So I was taking long here. You will always need to take the long that is market playing. Be adaptive, like don't wait for the pre-planned ADS if the market is showing you rejection higher at the different point of interest. So this is it. This is the technical analysis and order flow analysis from the last two longs I take. Hope you enjoyed it. Give a like, subscribe, and join my free Discord if you like it. There is a lot of stuff there. You can teach everything here for free. So I'm building a small community. So enjoy. So enjoy traders and have a nice day.